The far-reaching effects of the COVID-19 pandemic have been both overwhelming and constant since mid-March. Shelter-in-place orders followed by sweeping quarantines have altered lives, businesses, and industries across the globe. As is understandable, there has been minimal focus on the impact of COVID-19 on wildlife and wilderness. Yet there is a pandemic-related wildlife crisis unfolding before our very eyes. And without immediate action, the negative impact may prove irreparable. Outfitters and hunting operators largely self-fund anti-poaching efforts, habitat protection, and enhancement. They provide employment in isolated areas and regions where opportunities are virtually non-existent, including other incentives to minimize poaching. This is all paid for by hunters' dollars. Without that revenue, poaching will increase dramatically. Starving people will do what they must to survive. The illegal bushmeat trade will expand, as will habitat degradation. Philanthropic generosity has been on display in support for first responders and healthcare providers. There are government programs offering financial support for those affected by the loss of employment and the quarantine restrictions. But who is stepping up for wildlife and wilderness? Who's going to support hunting operators in critical anti-poaching efforts? DSC Foundation has a well-established history of supporting anti-poaching programs, but the circumstances caused by the pandemic demand a much bigger response, one that can only adequately be made with your help. Make no mistake, the organized anti-hunting zealots see this pandemic as a stroke of good fortune to the extent of the dire financial hardship that is being imposed on hunting operators. We have a decision to make. We can do nothing and hope that hunting operators can find enough money to keep anti-poaching patrols in place. Alternately, we can turn this catastrophic pandemic into an opportunity to show the non-hunting world that hunters are the true conservationists by financially stepping up to the plate. The DSC Foundation is teaming with DSC in a bold anti-poaching support initiative called Hunters Care. Hunters Care stands for COVID Anti-Poaching Relief Effort. The DSC Foundation is launching a massive fundraising effort to support the critical anti-poaching work of hunting operators in areas where wildlife is under immediate threat, the DSCF COVID-19 Relief Fund. Our commitment to donors supporting this fund is this: 100% of all donations from now until the end of this year will be dispersed to support anti-poaching projects. Our promise means that your donation will have maximum impact and provide desperately needed relief to those who are on the front line of wildlife and wild habitat protection and conservation. DSC Foundation will also accept directed donations if a donor wishes to identify a particular anti-poaching program that meets Foundation eligibility criteria. 100% of directed donations will also be passed through to the eligible program. Support for anti-poaching efforts at this critical time can be a defining moment for hunters who understand how the catastrophic associated travel bans are affecting dedicated outfitters desperately trying to continue vital anti-poaching programs. Together we can provide the support to protect the programs in place and extend anti-poaching efforts worldwide. You can make an immediate impact by going to the DSC Foundation website, clicking on the COVID-19 Relief Fund tab, and completing the donation form. Let's show the world exactly who we are.